Hey guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. Be sure to check out the PSA if you didn't, to let you guys know why I'm doing the format this way for right now. Okay, so we will start off with messages, love messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of January 2023. All right, let's see what messages are coming out. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, overall energy. We have the Chariot. So I feel like maybe this can play out two ways. Some of you are determined to have that happy ending or that fairy tale relationship. Or maybe you are currently in a relationship and maybe you're kind of aware that you could be wearing, rose tinted glasses, but at the same time, you're like determined to have this. I feel like maybe there's something that you really, really want and you're going after it. It also could be that there is someone who is viewing you in a way that they feel like you're the ideal person. You're the person that I dream about. And this person is determined to have you and may have already claimed you emotionally or mentally, like in their mind. They've already planned it out. It's like, okay, I could see us living together. I could see us having a family. I could see us living together forever. So somebody in their mind may have already, may already be viewing you that way. The other energy I'm getting from here is that if you're in an existing relationship, maybe you are setting some sort of boundaries. There are certain things that you have, certain expectations, and you refuse to settle for anything less. Maybe some of you have given your partner some sort of ultimatum. If this doesn't happen by XYZ, then I'm going to leave. If I can't have this ideal relationship, then I'm going to leave. So for some of you, it could be that you have given some sort of ultimatum. You definitely seem to be chasing or pursuing a dream, though. Oh, and also in the literal sense, like maybe something's been going on where you've been doing a lot of astral traveling and interacting with your future companion. Especially if you've been having like a lot of relationship dreams or just dreaming that you're in love with someone. It could be that this person is on the way, like you're having these premonitions to let you know that, hey, this person's on the way. Now, it's possible that something could be coming to an end, like the honeymoon phase, or someone is moving on from a relationship. It could play out that way too. But if it is about, letting go or a breakup, then this is still something that may be like like a mutual breakup, no hard feelings, like we love each other, but it just isn't working. And just maybe deciding to have a peaceful ending, peaceful breakup. Now, also what I'm seeing, let me see some more. Okay, I'm getting like metaphysical energies. Like it seems like you may really feel connected to someone on an emotional level. Maybe it feels like you really don't even have to talk. You can just be in the same room with this person and you guys can feed off of each other's vibe. Some of you, this actually does look more so on a situation where you feel like you're falling in love. Maybe this is the person of your dreams, the person of your fantasies, or somebody is viewing you this way. There's also a possibility that there is someone preparing to approach you. Someone is like mustering up the courage to like just like let their guards down and be like, okay, I love you, like I can't even front. So yeah, I feel like some of you are getting ready to like maybe like fall in love. Seems like there's going to be some sort of change in your love life. Yeah, so whoever has been very guarded or protective, I feel like they're going to let their guards down. And also maybe someone was just trying to feel out the situation before they let it be known how they feel. Like, let me even see if this person's interested. Let me see if they're feeling me too. But I feel like because there is some sort of a vibe that they're going to come forward. Also, I feel like somebody is trying to make something a reality. If this is like a long distance relationship, I feel like somebody is like really putting in some sort of an effort to come see you or visit you. Or you are doing that, especially if somebody is like afraid of airplanes or something. All right. So let's see what messages there are for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of January 2022. Oh, 23. My bad. All right. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, January 2023. All right, Taurus, you have the Queen of Swords, overall energy, Two of Pentacles. Okay. If you're in an existing relationship, it seems like maybe you are struggling. The relationship is having a struggle. The relationship is wishy-washy, it's unstable. Should you stay or should you go? You know, just one of those situations. It just seems like maybe you also feel kind of stuck or like you can't seem to stop thinking about an air sign. It's possible that it's reversed, that an air sign is constantly thinking about you. But yeah, seems like there's an air sign here. But the situation just seems to be unstable. Now, if you're currently single, I feel like there is someone who is wanting to approach you, but they're nervous and they keep changing their mind. They keep being confident and then they're like going backwards. There may be communication issues or you keep attracting the same type of people. There's something that keeps happening over and over again, and maybe it's like going over your head or it's going over your partner's head. It's like, okay, we keep doing this. We keep saying we're going to do this, then we don't follow through. We keep saying we're not going to do this, but we do. So now I'm getting the energies of someone who is always becoming defensive or guarded. I feel like there's miscommunication. And it also could be a situation where one person thinks they're right, but the other person is like, no, I'm right. And it's not that both people are right or wrong, but it's just that both people are having a problem understanding each other. I feel like even if you feel like you are listening to somebody, you is still not translating to you, and vice versa. So just maybe there is a language barrier, a love language barrier, or just there's a barrier, or maybe it is a literal language barrier. Maybe you're attracted to someone who doesn't speak your language, and it's like, oh, how do we work this out? Like, you know, they're from a foreign land or whatever, but I feel like I like this person. So it could be that as well. But either way, it just seems like there are communication issues and both people are acting guarded or distant with each other. Even if you're not in a relationship, it seems like two people are mirroring each other in a sense where it's like, well, I'm not going to say anything. If you're not going to approach me, I'm not going to approach you first. You know, it's just kind of like one of those things. Definitely could be some power struggles. I feel like somebody also is maybe just quietly observing you, but it's being interpreted as uninterested, or vice versa. You're doing that to someone, but they're like, this person is obviously not interested because they haven't approached me yet. When it's more so maybe they're strategizing. I also feel like somebody behaves the opposite of what they feel. So it's like they really like you, but they act mean like a child. Like, you know, that situation in grade school where the boy is mean to the girl he likes. And it seems like this could be going on as well. So at some point, I do feel like maybe somebody is just having to allow themselves to be vulnerable or let their guards down. And it seems like things would be much better after that. If this is an existing relationship, I feel like you guys are going to start trying to work towards better communication. It's like you're both trying to put in some sort of an effort to make the relationship work, and you're trying to resolve some sort of underlying issues. It's like, okay, let's get to the bottom of this. We need to talk about things like, what are your ideas? What in your mind, what did you think it would be like? So I kind of feel like maybe you guys are having to approach this, you know, like adults, and just like really be clear about what your expectations are, what you thought, what your ideas were. Are people's head in the clouds, or do people need to come down to reality? Are you comparing your relationship to a movie or TV relationship, and not really, you know, the relationship that you're in? So, you know, the issue could be that a couple is needing to figure out their own way of to be happy instead of looking at someone else's relationship, because you might be just very different from other people. And then again, if you're not single, I feel like somebody is either very nervous about approaching you, and they keep changing their mind. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. They keep, whatever their approach is doesn't work, but they just don't get it, or they get it but they can't stop it. I don't know. It's like they're doing the same thing over and over again, or you are, and it's just not working. I do feel like whatever isn't working though, a solution will be found. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Gemini, sun, moon, or rising for the month of January 2023. All right, we have the Three of Wands, overall energy, Four of Cups. Okay, so I feel that maybe you are waiting for some sort of response from someone, or you're waiting for somebody to make their first move. You know, it's like, it seems like you're just like waiting, is just, but the other person is like shy, or they're kind of stuck in their ways. They're stuck in their comfort zone. And also could be dealing with some sort of trust issues. This also could be your energy. You're the one that is, you know, guarded and keeping quiet. And somebody could be waiting to see what you're going to do. There's an emotional blockage though. There's some sort of emotional blockage. I feel like maybe somebody is holding back or has a secret. You also could be simply bored with the offers that you're getting, and you're still just like, next. Like, who's next? Like, this person's boring. Same old, same old. So I just feel like maybe you don't like the offers that are coming in to you. Something else I was getting. Yeah, and then if it is an emotional blockage, it could be that you are comparing all these new people to somebody that you connected to in the past, and it's just like, nope, still not cutting it. Nope. It's like maybe your heart is stuck on someone in particular. If it's not stuck on the person, it's just like stuck on that ideal person that you're like, man, if I'm a be with somebody, I want it to be somebody like that, and I haven't met anybody like that yet. So yeah, it seems like there's some blockages. Now, if you're in an established relationship, somebody's holding back. Maybe you are trying to get your partner to open up and share something with you, but they won't. They're holding back. It just seems like they're keeping to themselves. It seems like somebody isn't really ready to open up and share how they feel. It does seem like there needs to be some sort of conversation. Could have also been waiting for somebody to make a decision. It's like, okay, so what's it going to be? Like, what are we going to do? And it seems like maybe somebody's waiting to see what decision has been made. Now, if you were talking to someone and suddenly they got distant or quiet, I feel like it's because someone else came into the picture and now they're interested in someone else, so they're kind of torn. They're maybe not as excited as they were about you at first because of that. I also feel there may be an issue in regards to someone needing to be more direct. Somebody is almost like holding their breath and hoping that the other person will pick up that they're holding their breath. And it's like, okay, people are about to turn blue in the face, like nothing's happening until words are spoken. So I feel like someone needs to actually say what they're feeling and not expect their partner or their love interest to guess what they're thinking or feeling. Be careful. Be careful of a potential love interest as well. You may have just met somebody new that you're really interested in. It seems like even if you're having like a strong connection with somebody, I don't know that they're quite ready for a relationship. This person seems like they're not really into labels, but in a way too is just BS because they want to have an excuse as to why they can talk to more than one person. Well, we never officially said this or that, so you can't blame me. So somebody might be playing some kind of mind games, and you might want to be careful of that person. Somebody's just doing something trying to get what they want. Also, kind of keep in mind that, the whole entire message, I just feel like I need to say this, is not going to be for you. Just, I'm picking up on energies of different scenarios for each of you. I still feel that there's a significant connection that you might be having with somebody. And maybe somebody is pretending they're not interested when they really are. You definitely could have an ex that is still waiting for you, still hoping that you're going to reach out to them, especially if in the past you initiated conversations. Maybe you got tired of that. Maybe you were like, I don't want to initiate communication anymore. This person needs to step up. And if they don't, then I just assume that person's not interested. So I kind of feel like if that was your situation, this person is still just kind of hoping that you know that they're still interested. And the weird thing is that there is still some sort of connection you might have with this person. And it's like you guys know that there is some sort of telepathy between the two of you. It's like the both of you might know it. And it does seem like maybe this person is trying to channel you or make contact with you in the hope that you'll hear them thinking of you. Or you could be doing this to somebody. And it could be an earth sign or another Gemini or someone with Venus in Scorpio. The other situation I'm seeing is that you could be keeping your distance from somebody because they betrayed you. They cheated, they did something behind your back. And so I feel like maybe you're staying away from that person, even if they're trying to charm you or lure you back in. And then the last thing I'm seeing is going back to someone who is not wanting something serious. It seems like someone is just kind of entertaining people right now. It's all about entertaining or distracting themselves. It's like maybe someone needs to escape. Maybe someone's dealing with some sort of heavy emotions. And so they're really only dating people to escape some other underlying issue in their life. Or you are the one that's doing this. You're not really interested in people, but you keep talking to people, but you're really just trying to run away from something that you're dealing with inside. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you with Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. All right, messages for those of you with Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of January 2023. All right, we have Five of Cups, overall energy, Knight of Wands. Okay, so seems like some of you might be in your feelings, and you could potentially be having some sort of a pity party. It seems like maybe you're reflecting too much about a past situation or about a past decision, maybe even feeling some kind of guilt. You also just seem disappointed, like someone let you down or disappointed you. And especially if you were dealing with a fire sign. Now, it could be reversed. If you don't feel this, then, and you were wondering, like, does this person feel guilty about what they did? I would say yes. But it does look like you guys are dealing with some sort of letdown or grief. Just try not to get fixated on the things that you can't change and try to stay focused on the future. I do see some sort of changes, better changes coming. So it seems like you might be feeling down now, but you'll overcome this. You'll get through it. If you're in a relationship and you guys have been, talking about breaking up or whatever, it's possible that you guys are going to talk your way through this. Or, if you do feel like you're ready to let go or move on, then that's where this is headed to. It could play out either way, but something is still about putting the past behind you or moving on from the past. I do feel like you're going to reach some sort of breakthrough. Also, if you felt like a relationship was a heavy burden, I feel like you're going to get released from that burden. It's like it might be over and you're sad, but at least you don't have to deal with whatever burden that was. It also seems like somebody may like apologize, but it's like they had to come out of their comfort zone. They had to learn a lesson or something that they had to understand before they could, you know, put their ego aside and apologize or admit to making a mistake. The other thing I'm seeing is that, yeah, maybe some of you are ready to move on from the past and start new. Start focusing on you. Or maybe you want to jump right back into, you know, dating and having fun. Or at least like socializing. It's possible that you could meet someone at some sort of event or meet someone when you're not at your best. Like you might not even be in the mood for a relationship, but I don't know, fate kind of steps in and you end up going to some sort of event and seeing someone that really interests you. And it's like you weren't looking for a relationship, but it found you. And it does seem like something about this, especially if this is like a new relationship, something about it feels like home. Something about it feels comforting. There also could be something going on with an earth sign, or it was. And I feel like you guys might be having some sort of emotional up and downs. Something could happen, or maybe this already happened, where you got really emotional and what started wondering like, where are these feelings coming from? Why am I crying? Why am I upset? And I just kind of feel like maybe, you know, there's some feelings that you thought were gone. They just resurface. Sometimes people realize that they aren't actually fully healed. They've just been, what do you call it? Coping, I guess, but not necessarily healed. So I don't know. It just seems like past memories or some sort of old or past issue might resurface and make you feel bad. And it does seem like you are dealing with possible paranoia. Something maybe not be as bad as what you think. Or you could be worried for the wrong reasons. I do feel that if you can't fully trust someone, not to necessarily ignore what you're feeling, but know that there could be something else that you're picking up, not so much that you can't trust this person. Or a lot of times I get this when you know something is off about a person, but you think it's something else, but it's really another thing. You're like, why can't I trust this person? Like something's off. I don't know why I don't like this person or why I don't trust them. And you might think it's because of XYZ, but it's really for another reason. So it's like you're right in regards to something being off. It's just going to turn out to be what you didn't expect. But for the most part, I feel like you guys might be dealing with some heavy emotions and then you'll move past them and feel more so optimistic again. It's going to feel good to get some sort of burden off of your chest anyway, or to let go of anything that was weighing you down. Okay, let me take a quick break. Okay, so let's go to Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, love messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of January 2023. All right, we have Ten of Pentacles, overall energy, Knight of Wands. Okay, so overall energy, you could be dealing with an earth sign, an earth sign. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but you feel secure. I'm looking at all these coins. So I feel like maybe you feel secure in the relationship that you're in. Maybe you're dealing with someone who is just like giving you everything that you need. It could be a relationship based off of security, but not saying that's the only thing, but it does seem like maybe some sort of teamwork or partnership. You also may be involved with someone who has a lot of money, or it's like when the two of you get together, you can make money together. Maybe you guys decide to start a business together, or do something of that sort. Make some sort of a big purchase together. Now, the red flags or the warnings is that be cautious if this is a new relationship, you just met somebody, there's a small possibility that this person has a relationship that they're in and holding on to it for security. But, just having fun with you. So just be cautious. Not saying that that's 100% what's going to happen or what's going on. But for somebody that is like a possible red flag or warning. I kind of feel too like this is leaning more towards those of you that are in a relationship already. It seems like you guys are trying to put your priorities together and your finances. It's like you're being really responsible. It's like you're trying to plan ahead. And you also could be maybe expanding your family in some way. If not with a baby, it still seems like the family is expanding. So a lot of times when I get this energy, it's kind of like either it's because you have a child, or a single parent, or they are. So it's like when the relationship comes together, it's like an instant family. So it could be that if it is new. Another thing is that family may be involved in your relationship in a sense, or it's like really important to you what your family thinks about your person. Maybe you're getting ready to introduce someone to your family, or vice versa. You could be involved with a water sign as well. Okay, now I'm also seeing something in regards to family secrets. Also could be an air sign. Matter of fact, I kind of feel like you could be the center of this situation, and maybe something's indicating that you've got some sort of decisions to make moving forward in regards to a relationship. But yeah, I feel like something's going on in regards to family secrets. Maybe something runs in a family, or someone feels the need to protect their family or family secrets. It is possible that somebody knows something and they're not telling. Yeah. You also are really needing to put yourself in someone's shoes before you judge a situation. Something about your relationship could be a taboo, and that could be why it's a secret. But I feel like, yeah, you're needing to look at your situation objectively before making some sort of final judgment, or maybe somebody's trying to see how they feel about your relationship, or maybe people are questioning your relationship. I also feel like you might start seeing sevens, or something about 7-7 is going to be significant about your relationship or upcoming relationship. And it seems too like, yeah, if you were single and you were content, that situation could change. I feel like overall you're going to be happy in your situation. If you had any unfinished business with anybody, it seems like maybe you guys are trying to resolve those issues. So an existing relationship, I feel like you are at peace again, or you're trying to find peace in the relationship itself. Be direct with things. If you can, try to be transparent. I feel like somebody had an opportunity to share something at one point. They didn't. They're going to get that opportunity again. I'm trying to pinpoint what the overall energy I'm getting for your love reading here. I feel like you're going to have a sense of security, but something is like still a secret. Something about that is standing out to me. So yeah. And someone may be thinking about commitment if they haven't already. Making something official, matter of fact. All right. So let's see what messages there are for Virgo. Sun, Moon, or Rising for January 2023. All right, you guys have 8 of Swords, overall energy, Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like something has been confirmed, or you got proof of something, but you could be in denial of it. I also feel like you're overthinking a situation, and it could be giving you anxiety. Yeah, it seems like you are feeling cornered, like you're backed into a corner and not sure about what you should do. Somebody also may be waiting to receive a response from you, but you're just like, I don't know what to say. So somebody's thoughts are keeping them stuck. And if this is you, you definitely are just not like needing to overcome some sort of doubts or insecurities that you're having. You also may allow other people's opinions to bother you, and you can't do that. You have to do what's best for you. Now, as a warning, I would say somebody could be making some sort of promise to you just to keep you stuck. Like they don't want you to go off or leave them. So they're doing things, or like maybe talking about marriage, or talking about moving in together. You know, just talking about things, just trying to get you to stay. And it seems like maybe you don't really believe what they're saying, but you want to. So you might be feeling conflicted. It seems like you can't let somebody, like somebody needs to prove what they say. It's like they can't just say that and then not do anything about it. So actions speak louder than words, basically. You also may be keeping your distance from somebody until you have some sort of clarity, or someone is doing this to you. But it seems like somebody is like too nervous and they're just like keeping their distance. You also might be having anxiety about the future, anxiety about what news is going to come out, what somebody's response or answer is going to be. Now, on a brighter note, it could be that somebody is planning a proposal, but they're so nervous and about like popping a question, and they're like, oh, I wonder what they're going to say. I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder what, and it's just like the same thing being repeated in somebody's mind. They can't stop thinking about, are they going to say yes? So it could be that someone wants to propose, but they're having anxiety about it. Okay, I feel like somebody is letting their insecurities get the best of them. And I feel that somebody is not feeling heard or not having their needs met. If somebody did make a promise to you, it doesn't look like they're going to follow through with it. And it's like you're just waiting, but it's like it never happens. I feel like other things are going on in regards to your love life, but maybe you also are feeling like you can't talk about it and you're keeping quiet. Maybe your love interest or, somebody's tried to get you to open up about what you're thinking or feeling, but it seems like you maybe feel like people wouldn't understand, so you could be shutting down. And you could be dealing with an air sign or someone that has a Cancer moon. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like somebody is also trying not to think about somebody, and it's taking a lot out of them. It's like, man, this is so hard trying not to think of them, trying not to respond, trying not to call them. They did me wrong. I need to leave them alone. I'm not going to call them anymore. Oh, I keep looking at the phone. Somebody is trying to hold back. So I feel like, you guys are going to be dealing with some sort of blockages. And you also are needing to have courage and strength in regards to your love life. Some situation. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising for January 2023. Love messages for Libra. All right, we also have the Eight of Swords, overall energy, the Knight of Pentacles. Why are my cards sticking together? Okay, so yeah, either you seem like you cannot stop thinking about an earth sign, or they feel this way towards you. I feel like somebody is also moving slow as molasses. Somebody is taking like forever to say what they need to say or to come forward. This could be someone's nerves and anxiety if they're shy. If you're already dealing with someone, it's a similar message about somebody possibly just trying to string you along, basically. Saying things just to keep you at bay, just so that you won't run off, feeding you just enough to stick around. You seem like you're not sure about what you want to do. Should you stay or should you go? Yeah, I feel like you're overwhelmed. You also may feel like you're being watched or observed. Like it feels like somebody's watching you. And maybe you get an uneasy feeling sometimes there, you know, especially if there is some sort of telepathy between you and this person. And you're like, why am I all of a sudden feeling this way? Or even like hearing ringing in the ears, or it just seems like you might feel overwhelmed mentally. And if these are not your feelings, then yeah, it's somebody that is thinking about you, but they can't seem to come. They're like frozen. And they come off so strong and powerful, but on the inside, they're like losing it. They're just watching. I will say this is more anxiety about what could go wrong instead of thinking about the positive things. This just might be someone's thoughts. It's not going to be the actual outcome. I feel like somebody is struggling too to change their perspective. Someone needs to change their thought process or needs to view things differently. Now, it does seem like maybe someone starts to feel a little more optimistic. I feel like somebody who was also very closed-minded is now opening up to the possibilities of something. So I don't know if you were very closed-minded on something, and now maybe you're like, you know what, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if blah, blah, blah. So it seems like you're becoming more open-minded. So it does look like there's going to be communication if somebody keeps contemplating reaching out to you. At some point, it does look like they're going to like reach out to you. So you might receive messages from somebody. Also, with all this stagnation in the beginning of a relationship, once it's started, it may take off really, really fast. Like already you guys are talking about moving in together or something like that. So with that, I'm also seeing the possibility of a long distance relationship. And then there having to be some sort of traveling involved. So I'm seeing 888s. So you guys that number may be significant to you. Off the bat, it just already sounds like you're going to be going through some sort of transformations or changes in your daily activities and routine. If you're single, you may suddenly, meet someone. And so now whatever you do on a day-to-day basis, now you're making time to communicate with your love interests. If you're already in a relationship, it still seems like there's going to be some sort of changes. It could be that you or your partner has to travel for a living, or they're busier at work. So it could just be that someone's job or career is affecting the relationship, but not in a negative sense, just adding changes. It's like, oh, okay, this is different. Oh, I'm used to you coming home at 6 o'clock, but now you'll be here from 3 to midnight or whatever. So, someone could be getting some hour changes. And so the dynamics of everyone's daily schedule could be just getting altered if you're in an established relationship. And although this is a love reading, but I'm getting something about writing. I don't know if someone is a writer, or if you manifested something by writing, or if you've been journaling something, or if you look back in your journals and you're like, oh, I predicted this 8 months ago. Like something's going on where like writing seems significant when it comes to your love life. Maybe your person is a songwriter. Maybe they're a novelist. I get travel, someone who either travels or someone who writes. For some of you, it does look like maybe someone is wanting to pick up where you left off. or fix something that fell apart. I do feel that whatever is being rebuilt can be rebuilt stronger. So if you were in a relationship and you broke up and you guys get back together, it's possible that you guys could make the relationship stronger. It also looks like someone is viewing you as someone that they want to build a future with. So just also know that something does have the potential to be long term, but it takes work from both parties. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, love messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of January 2023. You have 10 of Cups, overall energy, Knight of Wands. Somebody just got this. Was that Aries? Yeah. Okay, well, you guys could be dealing with a fire sign. I feel that there could be a fire sign that's been daydreaming or fantasizing about you. Or maybe you're already in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, it seems like you're in a honeymoon phase. Or it could be getting ready to come to an end because you're like realizing that something was an illusion or temporary. The other possibility here is that, you know, you might find out that you're getting ready to have a baby. Or maybe you guys are talking about having a baby. Okay, so it looks like it's indicating that something could have been an illusion. Yep, illusions. Maybe someone turns out to be different than what you expected. Maybe someone oversold themselves, or maybe even undersold themselves. I feel like somebody is coming off very charming, but are they going to live up to their word? I feel like somebody is also wearing a mask. They're covering something up. I also feel that somebody is like deeply in love with you, but they're trying to cover it up. You also may be trying to distract yourself in some way. You could be the one that is wearing a mask or creating illusions to distract your mind from something. Another thing I'm getting is that you might have a connection with someone, but it's like maybe you haven't met them in real life yet, or maybe you have, but it does seem like your dreams are going to be hyperactive. Like you're going to have like a lot of dreams about somebody in particular. I really feel like if it's somebody that you know, this person is, it's like you guys are just interacting in the astral realm. Like together in the astrals, you're in love, you're in a relationship, and maybe that's something that hasn't happened in reality just yet. But it could be because it's getting ready to happen. Somebody is also covering up some sort of deep emotional traumas. I feel like somebody might get triggered listening to music or watching a movie. Now, you also could be someone who's creative, or maybe you're an entertainer, or maybe you are turning your past relationships into a story. I feel like something is coming to an end, though, like an illusion. Especially, though, I feel like it's more so on a positive note. So going back to, let's say you're in a long distance relationship and you guys have been, you know, talking about, I can't wait to see you, blah, blah, blah. And you've only been kind of like running off of a fantasy that you've been having. You haven't actually interacted with this person or met them in person. And it seems like finally this person is going to travel to see you, or you travel to see them. So I do get that maybe travel is involved, because this could be a long distance relationship. And it's like, okay, finally we get to meet in person, and it's not just daydreaming and fantasizing anymore. So for some of you, I feel like something's getting ready to come true. If this is about letting a relationship go, again, it's more so on a happy note where it's like no hard feelings and people just go their separate ways cordially. Seems like somebody is far away, though. Somebody is far away. I'm trying to see anything else. It was something else that I was getting, but it kind of left. That tells me, too, that you also could be dealing with some sort of distractions. Also, if a relationship doesn't end or begin this month, then it may not begin until spring. Yeah. And again, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, fire sign, or a Pisces. One last thing. Yeah. Somebody's relationship could be a facade. Like maybe someone is pretending to be okay, pretending to be happy, when they know the relationship is coming to an end, but they're just still posting pictures about happy vacations and things of that sort. And it's like, okay, we're not even together, but I'm posting these pictures. So that also could be the thing. And maybe you're looking at somebody wondering if their relationship is happy or is it a facade. Something is a facade. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, love messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of January 2023. Oh my goodness, everybody getting a Ten of Cups. And it's good. The Ten of Cups can play out one of two ways. It could be the beginning of something beautiful or the end of something that was once beautiful. Overall energy, you have the Hierophant. Now, off the bat, something looks like relationships or responsibilities of relationships, commitment. So maybe something's going on where someone is ready to commit or take the relationship a step further. Maybe something is also becoming official. Maybe you guys had just been dating or talking, and now it's like, okay, it's official. Once we post this picture, it's official. When I introduce you to my family, it's official. So something could actually be becoming more official. Also for existing relationships, again, it just looks like the possibility of a pregnancy. Like maybe you were waiting for the results of a pregnancy test and then it comes back positive. Like, yeah, we're pregnant, we're having a baby. Because it looks like there's going to be like some sort of expansion of the family. Now, also, something could be revealed to you. Like someone reveals their true feelings. Someone admits to being in love. So I feel like something is being revealed as well. Ooh. Okay, so seems like someone is like coming off very old-fashioned or traditional. They want to be the breadwinner. They want to ask the father's permission for marriage. It just seems like this person wants to be traditional or do things in a traditional sense. I also get that you could be dealing with someone who, has an occupation of either working in as a doctor in a hospital, or someone who is government, some sort of government official, works in the military. Okay, now it looks too like someone is making some sort of big promise, but hopefully this person lives up to their word. I feel like maybe they have a very big personality, or they have big dreams. They talk a big game, but hopefully this person will live up to it, because they can really be extra. It's like a male queen. Like, I don't know. He's just has a very big personality. Now, it's also possible too that you could be dealing with someone who is some kind of either entertainer or someone who works in programming. Somebody could be some sort of computer programmer, software engineer. And if they do, it still seems like it might be for government, or they could work for government. Somebody also could be like an independent contractor as well. You may be dealing with a person with like strong leadership abilities, someone who likes to call the shots. Just be careful. See, I just was getting ready to say that. Somebody does like to play mind games, though. I almost feel like they can get away with it, too. They might hold like a strong position career-wise, or like they have some sort of high ranking career-wise. I keep going to career. Maybe this is someone who has multiple careers, is very business oriented as well, but I feel like they also want to be family oriented. Okay, that part I'm not crazy about. It could play out a little different, but just looking at what the cards are with, somebody may be able to string along several people. When you're with them, you feel like the only person in the world, but so does the other 4 or 5 people they're dealing with. So this person is super charming. They know how to make everybody feel special. I don't know too if somebody is involved with their supervisor or their superior. Could be some things going down at work. Like somebody might have a work relationship and then they've got the home relationship. Matter of fact, it is kind of making me think of like celebrities or entertainers. I'm thinking about Ray, the movie. I don't know if you saw it, but you know how Ray Charles had his wife that could nobody ever, but not say nothing about. And then he had his wife on the road that better know her place. And I feel like maybe somebody is dealing with that type of person. I know we don't like to hear that, but I am getting that energy that you could, and it's not going to be, that message is not for everybody. This should confirm if you're already in that type of situation or you suspected it. That should be confirmation for you. But yeah, I kind of feel like somebody is like, yeah, I got my wife, and then I got my road wife. And this can be switched around. It could be a female like this, but I'm getting like more so masculine energies. But I do feel like someone is deeply in love. It's just something shady about the situation. I don't know. All right. So let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, love messages for Capricorn, January 2023. All right, we have Eight of Wands, overall energy, the Chariot. All right, so I feel like somebody is very motivated. Somebody's very motivated, and I feel like very focused and has tunnel vision right now. If you are being pursued by someone, this person wants you. They know what they want, and they're going after it. A relationship also could start off kind of fast. I'm feeling like there's going to be a lot of flirtation, either with you and several people or you and one person in particular. And I also kind of feel like somebody is rushing towards you. Somebody is like rushing, trying to get to you. So you also could be dealing with someone who travels for a living, especially if they drive a truck. This person seems like maybe they spend a lot of hours on the road in their cabbie. Your person also might have a large pet, a big dog. Somebody may be keeping tabs on you as well, and making some sort of secret plans to come towards you. On a negative side, somebody might be trying to avoid you, or somebody is being deceptive or dishonest about their whereabouts. You also may feel the need to set some sort of boundaries for yourself. You could be telling somebody what you'll accept and what is unacceptable to you. You also may be getting ready to receive a bunch of anonymous messages from somebody. Anonymous text messages or phone calls. It's possible that somebody is just secretly trying to visit you. And it also seems like somebody is trying to avoid a conversation or run away from a conversation. but something needs to be addressed. An old issue might resurface. It's possible that somebody feels like they never got closure. I'm seeing like love messages or compassionate messages being sent to you, or you are sending them to somebody. I feel like somebody is going to make a grand gesture of how much they love you, or they're like, let me just show you. You might have unconditional love for an air sign or vice versa. And it may be an opportunity to start new. Hopefully that's for those of you that are interested in somebody from the past, because it could definitely be something starting over. Yeah. So it looks like something had ended, and somebody has been in hermit mode, or somebody has been on some sort of spiritual journey. And now that this person has completed their spiritual journey, they're coming towards you. But I feel like if somebody from the past is coming towards you, they're a changed man or woman. The only thing I don't like is the lurking, but maybe they're just trying to see what you're up to. Hopefully they aren't hiding something from you, unless they're just trying to surprise you. It does seem like maybe someone is the deception could be the anonymous messages that you receive. And it could be that somebody is just checking to see if a relationship or connection still has a pulse. If you're in an established relationship, I feel that somebody keeps avoiding some sort of conversation, but eventually you guys are going to have some sort of conversation. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of January 2023. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Overall energy, the Three of Cups. All right, so for some of you, it's about reconnecting or reconciling with someone. Maybe agreeing to meet up for drinks or to have lunch or something like that. I feel like something maybe is about learning or getting to know one another. It's like, okay, let's see if there's something here. Let's see if we can be more than friends. This also could be about dating, like you're open to dating or open to being hooked up with somebody. I also feel that a relationship could start off platonic. And something also could be like friends with benefits. If this is about dating, I feel like maybe someone is involved with more than one person now. Yeah, but hopefully they're sharing that information. It's like, yeah, I'm talking to so and so and so and so. So it could be, if that could be the case if somebody is dating. And so far as fire and earth coming out. It also could be a third party situation, but not necessarily cheating, just a third party, meaning there's another influential person that is a part of the relationship. Like maybe someone's mom is just very involved in a relationship. Everywhere they go, mom goes. So it could be something like that. I feel like you guys are also just open to having fun and not really making things so serious off the bat. I mean, you know, not to just blame it on being an Aquarius or have those Aquarius placements, but for some of you, maybe you are okay with some sort of friends with benefits or not putting a label on something, because it does seem like maybe this is a relationship that is more so just for fun, or it's not that serious. And not saying that it can't go that way, but the overall energy is about fun. I feel that you feel very close to someone and that you may end up spending time with them. And it's funny because even if something about this relationship is open, it's still kind of like a selfish element to it. It's like, I don't want you seeing anybody else. It's like, well, I don't want you seeing anybody else. And it's like, well, that doesn't make sense because we don't have a label. But it might be, you know, that two people just don't want a label. But they're committed to each other. Like there's no spoken rule about what can happen, but for, you know, whatever it's like, I don't know why we don't just say we're committed to each other, but we both know that, you know. So it could be a situation like that. Maybe an element of unusualness to your relationship. If this is about you dating, it seems like maybe you find someone that you do want to settle down with. And I feel like somebody could be moving in, or if you weren't even looking for love, but you know, you were looking for a roommate, it could be that you and the roommate end up, you know, being together. Speaking of that, there also could be some sort of unusual circumstance going on where you're not in a relationship with this person, but you still live together, and you're having to explain that to the new people that you date. So yeah. But keep in mind, you know, like I said, something also kind of looks like a reconciliation, or there could be people trying to bring people together, like either trying to get people to get back together, or just trying to introduce people like, oh, you should meet my cousin or my brother or whatever. So yeah, I do feel that ultimately something comes off like a happy ending. Yeah. It's like something that is a dream of yours, or somebody that you know, care deeply about. I just feel like you'll want to hold on to each other. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of January 2023. All right, we have Seven of Swords, overall energy, Six of Cups. Okay, so I feel that there's someone that you're connected to, or someone who feels like you're their soulmate. But there's a weird energy. I feel like somebody's keeping a secret. You might have a secret admirer, or if there's somebody you're already talking to, You could be lurking on each other. It also seems like there's a connection that you might be having with somebody, but you're trying to avoid it or run away from it. It's possible that you could be dealing with a past person. Like you hear from somebody from the past, or somebody from the past has secretly been thinking about you. Okay, now this does worry me for people who are in an established relationship. I feel like if somebody starts acting distant or funny, it's because somebody popped up in their life from the past, and maybe they've been either looking at this person's stories or looking at them on social media or interacting with them, but still trying to keep up some sort of barrier, but it's like they're still doing something sneaky. You also could be having a connection with someone who is withholding the fact that they're in a relationship, or maybe they're saying things like, oh, we're about to break up or something like that. We're about to get a divorce, but they're not really. I'm also getting something in regards to someone doing something out of spite. Somebody might be trying to make their partner jealous or just hurt their feelings, trying to do something for revenge. Seems like you guys also may be getting some sort of anonymous calls from somebody. I'm kind of feeling like there's somebody who's thinking about you, who wants to reach out to you, but maybe they can't because they're in a relationship. And I feel like maybe this person could get caught going through your page or pictures or something. Excuse me. So overall, though, I'm starting to get the energy of someone doing something behind their partner's back. I don't know what they're withholding. Somebody seems like they're trying to run away from the past, but the past keeps catching up to them. It's like this is just going to keep showing up until you address it, until you resolve this past issue. I'm going to continue to haunt you. So you might be trying to run away from the past, but it seems like you can't really escape your past. And you could be dealing with a fire sign, Scorpio, or an earth sign. Maybe an Aquarius or someone that at least has Aquarius placements. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering. It feels like somebody is saying, why are you running? It could be too that you don't want to fall in love, but you do have soulmate energy around you. Somebody might be in denial that somebody is their soulmate and they're trying to run away from it. Maybe somebody is like, I know you're my soulmate, but I'm in a relationship. I have to protect my relationship. So just be cautious of deception and secrets. Because I see deception and secrets popping up. I see good things, but that is just that those red flags are, more so popping out at me. Yeah, so those are basically all the messages that I have for you guys, but hopefully, some things make sense. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for all your love and support. Sending you love and grace.